Bansou Sentai Kizunager, Bond 18, the Red Ranger and the Kamen Rider. In the city of Japan, the Kizunagers, Tojima, Kihiro, and Yihdra, alongside Tojima and Zenkaiger, are searching around Japan to look for Emily Tobaoshi, Kizuna Yellow, and Yuriko Okada, electronic wave humanoid tackle, after hearing that they were kidnapped by the Bansouenders and Shocker in order to lure them into a trap. Just then, the Kizunagers and Tojima were attacked by a horde of Ingekons and Shocker combatmen who are being led by the Kamen Bondki, as he explains to them that they have captured Emily and Yuriko for ransom and demands for the Kizunagers to hand over their bond plates in order for them to see Emily and Yuriko again. But before the Kizunagers can do anything else, Tojima pulls out his mask to become Kamen Rider and charges at the Kamen Bondki to get answers on where he's keeping Emily and Yuriko until he knocks Tojima down to the ground so easily, since he's just an ordinary person. So now Togo and his friends pull out their bond plates and insert it into their Kizuna braces to transform into the Kizunagers, red, blue, white, and Magus, to help Tojima to take down the Kamen Bondki to save the people of Japan. But they weren't aware that somebody is spying on them, and explains to himself that Kamen Riders and Super Sentai shouldn't coexist with each other. Meanwhile, at the Kizunagers' secret base, Professor Pethagoras is doing some research on Kamen Rider history to create special bond plates for the Kizunagers to use to take down the Kamen Bondki, until he was introduced by the mysterious man who revealed himself as Nox, from Kamen Riders Ests, who explains to the professor that he shouldn't get involved with the Kamen Riders since it may cause an outbreak across the multiverse. But the professor doesn't listen and believes that what Nox is saying is a lie, as he continues to work on the special bond plates, leaving Nox to vanish from the base and return back to the world of Zests. Just then, Emily and Yuriko managed to make their way into the base without getting spotted by the Bansouenders, as the professor is glad that both of them are safe and explains to them that the Kizunagers and Tojima are having trouble dealing with the Kamen Bondki on their own after getting surrounded by a group of Ingekons and Shocker combatmen. So now the professor hands Emily 3 new bond plates called Rider Bond Plates, containing the powers of Ichigo, Kuuga, and 01 to give the Kizunagers the upper advantage as she and Yuriko run out of the base to help their friends put an end to the Kamen Bondki's plan for good. Back in Japan, Togo and Tojima are the only ones facing against the Kamen Bondki, while the other Kizunagers are dealing the Ingekons and the Shocker combatmen, until Emily and Yuriko arrived at the scene to lend their friends a hand as they transform into Kizuna Yellow and tackle to take down the Kamen Bondki to save the people of Japan. Emily tosses the Rider Bond plates at Togo, Naga, and Kihiro to insert them into their Kizuna braces to perform the Kamen Riders' finishers. Naga uses his trusting daggers to perform Kamen Rider Kuuga's Splash Dragon to take down the Ingekons, while Kihiro uses his Loiling Rod to perform Kamen Rider 01's Breaking Impact to take down the Shocker combatmen as well. But Yihdra gets jealous at Naga and Kihiro since she wanted to test out the Rider Bond plate too. Meanwhile, Togo inserts the Burning Blood bond plate into his Kizuna brace to transform into Kizuna Red Burning Blood to help Tojima, Emily, and Yuriko to weaken the Kamen Bondki, as he inserts the Ichigo bond plate to perform his finisher alongside Tojima. So now Emily and Yuriko work together to restrain the Kamen Bondki a bit for Togo and Tojima to perform the Rider Kizuna double kick to defeat the Kamen Bondki for good, as the person revealed himself as Masao Useno, one of Yuriko's students, who was possessed by his dark bonds of romance since he has a major crush on her, and Yihdra retrieves the Go Rider bonded key as it transforms into the Go Rider Legend bond plate. Suddenly, Nox returns back to the Kizunagers world and pilots the Kizuna Ender Robo as he inserts the Sun Vulcan bonded key to form the Kizuna Ender Robo, Sun Vulcan Custom, to destroy both the Kizunagers, Kamen Rider, and tackle for good, until Togo summons the Kizuna Beast to form the Maximum Kizuna Kaiser, and Yihdra summons her Kizuna elements, Ifrit Panzer, Undine Cannon, Celsius Edge, Wisp Visor, Drill Gnome Drill, Shade Shield, and Sulfid Turbo, as they form together to become the Mega Squid to combine with the Kizunagers to form the elemental Kizuna Master to give the Kizunager some extra firepower to take down the Kizunager Robo for good. As Tojima and Yuriko cheers on the Kizunagers to take down the Kizunager Robo to save the people of Japan, Yihdra calls upon the hopeful Kizuna Scepter for the Kizuna Master to use to perform the elemental Kizuna rebuild to finally destroy the Kizunager Robo for good, as Nox manages to escape the wreckage and abandons the Sun Vulcan bonded key behind, which led to Yuriko to retrieve it as it transforms into the Sun Vulcan Legend bond plate. A few moments later, Tojima and Yuriko bid farewell to the Kizunagers as they thank them for their help to take down the Bansouenders and Shocker from conquering all of Japan, as Emily and Togo are happy to team up and form a bond with two unique people who are fighting to keep the people safe from the forces of evil. But Professor Pethagoras was wondering about what Nox said about Kamen Riders and Super Sentai shouldn't coexist with each other, as it may result in a major outbreak across the multiverse, as someone is watching over the Kizunagers through space and time. As he explains, the alliance of Kamen Rider and Super Sentai is coming to an end.